So good morning, it's James from Taking a Walk with My Best Friend, and welcome back to another video, another River Trent video. I'm going for a very early start today. Sun's just popping up, it's just gone 5 o'clock, but being up at this hour gives us the benefit of peace and quiet and nothing but the sound of nature. I'll tell you what, to say it's summer, that wind ain't half cold. I'll miss the sunshine once we're up and put a bit of warmth in the air. It's proper chilly, but it's give it dry. We've got a dry couple of hours, so touch wood. We're shooting for a nice morning. So we started our walk in Besthorpe. We're currently heading upstream towards Collingham, but we're not going to go as far as Collingham. We're going to explore Besthorpe Nature Reserve, which this time of the year is going to be absolutely teeming with wildlife. You can hear it already, geese, ducks, everything, there's all sorts. Then we're going to head a little bit further upstream to see evidence of how these sand and gravel pits came to be. Then we're going to swing right round that way, head up towards Girton, and see if we can find a bit of the course of the old River Trent. Actually, Besthorpe Nature Reserve is actually split into two, so I've got one half there, then the other half is just where where them trees are there. Then there's another nature reserve. Girton Boating Lakes is a little bit of a nature reserve as well, so it's going to be nice, peaceful, nature filled, if chilly, Sunday morning walk. I love this time in the morning, especially down by the river. There's sort of low sunlight on the water. It's beautiful, it's absolutely stunning. Yeah, it's a cracking little place to come to if you're into your bird watching, or just to come and sit and watch nature being nature. Got a couple of these little hides. I think there's a couple over that way as well. Beautiful. Barn owl, just flying up there. God, come back round, mate. I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, just heading just over them bushes there. There's an owl box up there, I don't know if it's just come out of there. You must have just come out of there, if you literally feet in front of me. Definitely a nest in there. So that's what it's all about, seeing things like that. Some people, it's an owl, 10 a penny, aren't they? But that's what it's about, being outside, seeing beautiful things like that, just going about its day, out for a feed, probably feeding its young in that nest box. It's a different world, isn't it? Different world. They're all just going about their business. I'm just going about my business, not bothering each other, apart from the flies. So one of the big industries along the Trent back in the day was sand and gravel excavation. Now those, that nature reserve we just come through, and the one that's a bit further up, and there's lots and lots and lots dotted all along the river, are all gravel pits. And this conveyor here is evidence of that. Obviously not in use now. I'm not sure if it's sand or gravel which would have come along here, but obviously the sand or gravel would have got excavated out of where those lakes are now for the nature reserve. Would have come underneath that bit of road, out that little tunnel bit there, up along the conveyor, and eventually off the end to the waiting barges in the river. I'm not sure when this one closed, to be fair. I've had a quick look online and I can't find out when, but it's definitely not in use now. But if you're familiar with Trent, you'll know back in the day how many barges used to be up and down the river carrying sand and gravel. So this is where there's more up down here. Travel all along the top, drop off the end into the barges, and away they go. And if you're an angler, fisher person, you might be familiar with this area. Very, very popular nowadays with the barbel anglers. So yeah, they've all come along there, off that hopper chute thing at the end, into the barges. Like I said, I don't know if it was sand or gravel, possibly both, I'm not sure. Yeah, it'd have been a hive of activity back in the day. Used to be up in big barges up and down the river. Used to be fascinated by them when I was a kid. Because when it was empty, they used to stick right up in the air, and they look really huge and intimidating. And then on the flip side of that, when they was full, they look really sleek and low to the water. I remember when we used to be fishing, you get one that was full and all the water, as it would come past, because of the water displacement, all the water at your feet would kind of rush out. Love out like that, weird isn't it? I remember stuff like that from when I was a kid. But we really are in the sort of upper reaches of the tidal Trent now. Maybe a mile up that way is Cromwell Weir, or Collingham Weir, whatever you want to call it. But you can just see where there's some steps up there, look. All that rubbish is, it's like a plant pot and bits and bobs of crap. but that's how high the river got. I'm assuming during the last floods, which was January this year. Right, so our next port of call is going to be kind of retracing our steps past Besthorpe Nature Reserve, then on towards Girton Boating Complex, and we'll see if we can find the course of the old River Trent. Right, so we've reached the top half of the nature reserve, which is this area here, and going back to the old sand and gravel excavation, which would have come out of there, and at some point would have crossed that bit of a track to this wharf, which is a fair old drop. That's really high actually. So yeah, all the barges would have parked along this bit of wharf, which maybe, I don't know, 40 metres long, 30 metres long maybe. For loading, I think it's gravel that's come out of there because it looks very gravelly. Yeah, they would have got loaded here and then made the way up and down river. You got much planned for today, lads? Eating, yeah? Having a bit of a wander around. You've been watching Emmerdale Farm? We really are blessed in this part of the country. We really are. It might look just flat and nothing, but it's half flat and nothing, and it's lovely. Just because to show you don't have to haul your ass up a hill or a mountain to come get you some nice fresh air. Nature, views, perfect. And literally just as I was filming that little bit about nature and beauty and etc, there's always one, isn't there? I don't know, there's two sunken boats down here. Bit random. I don't know how long they've been there. Quite a while by the looks of it. I don't know if all that crap at the top of there's off these boats or not, but there you go. I think it might be because there's a bat, I don't know. Yeah, possibly. I just had to take a little shortcut. I've just come off the Trent bank, just coming through this footpath, through this beautiful little meadow, because over on the Trent bank, I don't know if you can pick up on camera or not, just there. You might be able to see them. The arch enemy of the River Trent walker, the cows. There's a massive herd of cows, and I think they've got calves with them, so I'm not even going to bother attempting to get past them. I don't fancy getting trampled to death on a Sunday morning. So I think we've got about a mile now till we get to the course of the old River Trent, just before South Clifton. I have kind of touched on it in a different video, on my previous Trent video, but we'll have a wander up and see what we can see. And I think we'll double back and go down in between the two boating lakes at Girton. Go and have a look at the river. So all these cutouts here, these are all the fishing pegs. This area is run by Scunthorpe Angling Club. So somebody's been busy, ready for it'll be next Sunday now, fishing season starts. So somebody's been very busy cutting the pegs out for the anglers. But as you can see, obviously there's gravel pits over that side. And obviously gravel on the banks of the river as well. Whereas further down around the corner it's just mud. Some areas you get where it's all rocky like that, where they've put the big boulders to try and stop the erosion a little bit. Morning, hi. Wondering who's that over there. Absolutely beautiful. Just the sound of the birds, a little bit of wind, sound of the water lapping at the bank. So you do see some random things along the Trent. That's the remains of a crab. I'm assuming it's a mitten crab. They're an invasive species, and I think they're coming stuck underneath boats and stuff like that, and they've just totally kind of taken over parts of the tidal Trent, and it can be an absolute nightmare. If you're a fisherman, or fisher person, sorry, then you'll know what I'm on about. I'm just thankful that them cows are on that far side. I think I'd rather be taking my chances with these sheep than them bad boys over the far side there. Right, you just have to excuse the wind a little bit. This wind's an absolute nightmare. It's proper picked up now. Okay, so this tree line follows right where the pylons are, back round and meanders back over that way up towards Clifton Hill. Over there, that's the course of the old Trent. So it would have wound its way along there back in the day before its current course, which is there. What I'll do, I'll try and get the drone up. I don't know if I can get it up in this wind or not, but I'll try and get the drone up, maybe I'd see a little bit better from above. Well, I kind of managed to get the drone up, but I'm not sure how good it's going to be. The footage, I mean. Bloody windy, nightmare. But you can kind of clearly make out the old course of the river. But we shall see. If there's some drone footage, there is. If there isn't, there isn't. Pain in the arse. See, come out of the wind, it's beautiful. Bit of shelter with the trees. Anyway, we're going to start making our way back now. We're going to go back through that field of sheep. And then possibly in between the two boating lakes at Girton, I think. So I shall catch back up with you a bit further on. Right, so this is Girton Boating Lake. Kind of stretches up, and there's a boathouse just behind that island. There's another couple of lakes just where them pylons are. But again, this is another excavated pit. I'm assuming this one could possibly be sand. Looking at that. And now put to use by boaters, anglers, and obviously plenty of wildlife as well. And the water actually looks green. I don't know if that's algae or not. Or just my eyes going. Could be algae. Anyway. I'm just going to carry on in between these two boating lakes. On a bit of a change of plan. I'm going to cut through Girton village, cut through Besthorpe village even, and then our little journey will be at an end. It's absolutely roasting now. And you want to try out the wind. It's boiling. Beautiful morning, absolute beautiful morning. No better place to spend it in the countryside. Well, that's nearly us. Just about back at the car now. Just been enjoying that last mile or so. Just taking in the fresh air. And my eyes aren't streaming because I'm sad at the end of the video. I've just had the wind in my face for like half a mile. It's howling. Absolutely howling. So I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of part of the tidal Trent. Another part of the tidal Trent. We've not got much to do now. I think we've maybe only got about another 10 miles to do, but we'll get that in soon. So if you've enjoyed it, please feel free to go and check out some of the other Trent videos on the channel, or any of the other videos on the channel even. And I will get round to sticking all the River Trent stuff into a playlist. That's my task for this week, for definite. I've been saying it for ages, but I'll get it done this week. So if you have enjoyed it, please feel free to go and check out some of the other videos on the channel, and hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more. I'd be absolutely thrilled if you could do that. But until next time, wherever that may be, keep talking, stay safe, and I'll catch you all on the next one.